Are you ready for a good time? Holland taking on Scotland. We are 2 games away, guys, from the Euros, which I never thought I'd be saying that in my lifetime, judging off previous experiences. But yes, we have 2 friendly games before the Euros kicks off against the Czech Republic, and we are taking on Holland first. Then it will be Luxembourg, and I believe, this has been beat to death, said 100 times, but the team that will face Holland is most likely, you know, the team that will face England and more or less start most games in the Euro. I think most games there's going to be like 15. I mean, 3 at a max. Well, at a max. Maybe if you're North Macedonia, like it'll be 3 at a max. But yeah, I mean, well, I shouldn't joke. Like, I don't know. I've got faith in this Scotland team. Like, I mean, like, see the fact 3 teams from a group can go through. Well, some third place teams. I mean, that gives me all the hope in the world, you know. But yeah, I mean, you kind of with these friendlies, like it's almost like you don't want to kind of play your strongest team because injuries, you know. Like, and these 2 games, like these are the sort of games where I would be given, you know, I think we talked about this on Fog Football, but like O'Donnell one half, Patterson the other half. You know what I mean? Like, see positions that are like up for grabs. I think that's what you've got to do here. I mean, you look at positions that aren't up for grabs, and you know, like John McGinn, he will be starting in that team without a shadow of a doubt. So you know him, he's safe in there. You know, but like left back as well, Robertson will start. I mean, even though I think Tierney's the better left back, you know, he will start, and there's just got to, we've got to see Steve Clarke experiment here before the Euros. You've got to put these 2 games to good use. I mean, there's no sense of going in here, you know, and getting pumped 3-0 off Holland, for example, and not experimenting. You've got to experiment before this tournament. You know, we want to take this fucking Euros serious. Like, I mean, I don't want to be there just to make up the numbers. Obviously, we cannot be going into this thinking, oh, we've got a half a chance of winning this. I mean, no. I mean, we don't realistically, but we don't want to be there to make up the numbers. Like, it's like when Rangers are Celtic, right, when they're in the Champions League, you know, they're not there to make up the numbers, but they're also, I mean, our aim going into the Champions League next year, if we get into it, I mean, with Rangers or Celtic, you know, it shouldn't be Hodge go and win it, because, you know what, that's just fucking taking the piss. But it's not to make up the numbers either, you know. And I think Steve Clarke's got to experiment here with the squad. He's got to do what I said, man, fucking one half somebody in that position, over half the other person, you know, and like same with the centre back, same, I mean, with our striker, because we've no idea who we're going with. You've got to give game time to Nisbet, you know, you've got to give game time to the people who've just been called up, you know, for the first time, like Gilmore, Nisbet, who hasn't had a game, essentially, barely any minutes. Did he get a game? He's probably had any minutes. You know, Patterson, Turnbull, you know, all the likes of them in there. You know, even like, I mean, give John McLaughlin like a half in one of these games. I mean, switch up the goal. He's a fucking friendly, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? But no, because that would be taking the piss, guys. But anyway, we're taking on the mighty Holland. And you know what I'm going to predict? I'm going to predict a 0-0 draw. I think we'll get, well, I mean, that's a point. I mean, it doesn't mean nothing. It's a friendly. I'm going 0-0. Steve Clarke loves games with no goals. And I think, nay. Van Dijk's missing for Holland as well. Don't know who else is missing. Maybe need to look into that. But anyway, I think Depay's still injured as well. So you never know with Holland. But they're a good team. They're a great team. They're nowhere near as good as what they were, but they're getting back there. But anyway, 0-0 till then. Peace.